What's good, everybody? So today I have a Stihl MS250 chainsaw. Okay, and what happened the other day was that I went to go pull it, and the pull string completely busted. All right, I just got this one. Yes, it's an older model, but I just got it about a month ago. It's a true workhorse. I love it. Everything's bone stock on it except the handle. I did buy it off an old timer. He was having a hard time with the factory little handle. He welded this one up together. And it worked good until this last time where it actually busted. Okay. It's a nice handle. This new one he made, it just hangs off the side right there. But what can you do? I like it. So this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the actual drawstring. And I have this one, or the pull string. I have the new one, and let's see if it'll work. All right. So first things first, we got to take this piece off right here. And that's where everything is on the inside. We got to take this whole piece off, okay? So with that, Stihl gives you one of these field tools right here. And it comes with a Torx head on one side, and it's a universal size, so it would be able to you would be able to take apart this whole little machine with just that Torx head right there. So with that said, you take this off first. You're going to have one screw right here. And then you're going to have another one over here, and your third one right there, as you can see. And your fourth is actually going to be up here holding this safety lever, okay? So make sure to take off all four of them. And please remember, put your screws somewhere where you're not going to lose them, because then you're not going to be able to put it back together. Okay, so little thing to note, okay? This one right here with the screw over here with the safety lever. Sometimes this little metal insert that is in there, it pops off as well. That's totally fine. It's okay. Just make sure to not lose it, because you do need it in order to put it back in there. Okay. So remember, just don't lose it. Okay. Remember that this one with the metal insert goes in that spot. So now with those four out, you should be able to just pop it right out like so. Right in here. You're going to get this whole piece right on out of there, okay? And as you can see, shoot, man, that's dirty, okay? I don't know how old this machine is, but I did buy it from an old timer who bought it brand new way back in the day. Now, it's not that old, but it's considerably old. So it should probably be a good idea to clean this off as well, okay? Look at all that in there, I could use a real good clean. So I have my other one here with a flathead standard. Get yourself a couple paper towels right here. I got my roll of shop towels. And get yourself some brake cleaner. I got the cheapy Walmart brand, but you know what? Whatever works. Okay? Whatever floats your boat. And it's alright. You can spray some on there. This is the way I do it. You know, I've also seen some guys, they use solvent, you know, some old gasoline, which is fine, you know, nothing wrong with that. I kind of don't have any old gasoline lying around right now that I can spare. You know, it's December. It's December here in California, and you know, surprisingly, you know, we've not really been having a cold winter, which is kind of weird, you know. We've been having some nice 75, 80, 85 degree weather days. And we had one considerable good storm here in this area. Actually, the vast part of California. And it sure did do a good job of getting everything soaked. And now with this nice warm weather we're having again, the weeds are growing. So with that, you know, it's back to weed abatement. And part of it, you know, it's kind of good to do some maintenance on your machines. You know, we do got to get rid of a lot of this brush that's coming up. And yeah, it's good stuff. Keeps you busy, especially in the wintertime. So with all this, I'm just going to wipe it right off. I'll pick it up later. Spray some of that parts cleaner on there. Now this is I'm just doing a quick job. I could always come back later and do a thorough job, you know, do a way better job just cleaning all this out. I just need to get this machine back up and running. Now this is not my only chainsaw, but it is, it's nice because it's not so heavy, you know. It's nice because you could throw this one in the back of the truck and, you know, carry a little bottle of a fuel, your mixed fuel, and you know, your little container of oil, and you know, just be ready for whatever comes up, you know. And that's what I like about this one. I don't got to be worried about, you know, oh man, you know, carrying around a heavy, you know, 20-pound machine, or, you know, doing some serious felling or whatever. But it's all good. For right now, it's all right. I will get to it. I have to do my yearly maintenance on these machines anyways. So I got a bunch of filters and whatnot coming at me pretty soon, which I'll post another video about, okay? So this is what we're looking at right now, okay? We need to take this little piece so we can get, actually, you know what? I think I got an idea. Let's try this out, okay? So I forgot my pliers real quick. Give me one quick second. Okay, I'm back. Got my needle nose pliers right here. So as you can see, there's a knot right in there, okay? You're gonna wanna take that knot, or you're gonna pick it out, okay? I got a little pick right here. Just do your best. Try and poke at it a couple times. All you want to do is just bring it up, okay? And bingo, there we go. So, as you can see, there's a hole right here on the side. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it's a hole right here on the side. You're gonna want to fish it through right there somehow, somehow, and it pops up right here. Tie a knot, okay? So we're actually gonna pull this old string out. I'm gonna set this off to the side, and real quick, just so we know we're not messing around, clean this off here real quick. So just so we know we're not missing anything, I'm gonna pull this off. Okay, So just so we know we're not missing anything, We're gonna measure it out. See, this is the old piece. Let's take this little piece right out and see that we are not missing any. More or less, that was how long it was. This is the new piece, and we might be a little short, but nope, it looks like we're good. Look at that. Cool. Let's get to work. This is trash. Throw this out of here. Okay, so now one thing that I am going to need is a lighter. Okay. Now the ends are, I don't know what you call it, cauterized. Maybe saying that wrong. Whatever. Anyways, the end right here, we're gonna start with this right here at the handle. I know this isn't, the correct handle for this, but that's not going in. Oops, my bad. There we go. Okay. So we got a thread. Now we're gonna tie a little itty bitty knot, okay? And do the best you can to get it as close to the end as possible, because after use your pliers as well, but after, make sure it's nice and tight. But after, we're actually going to cauterize it again. I'm gonna put the little lighter to it. Okay, there we go. Nice and tight. Hopefully. Goes in, okay. So now, make sure, take this away. Make sure you're in a well-ventilated area, okay? Got the door open. Hopefully we don't burn up right now, all right? So you're gonna want to cauterize that little piece right there again, okay? Let's get it nice and hot. There you go. Kind of let it, there, that off, but kind of let it melt on a little bit into itself, okay? It stops it from undoing, okay? Just like so. There you go, okay? See how then? Yeah, it's a little black, but you know what? It's okay. Let it melt onto itself. Let it cool down real quick. And actually, we're gonna do the same thing on the other end, but as soon as it's in this plate piece right here, we're gonna do the same thing, okay? There is a little bit of a trick to it, okay? Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we need to get this end into here, okay? So what we're going to do is, yeah, it was caught, but I had to cut that little piece off real quick, but we will put it back in, all right? So, you know what? It'd probably be a smart idea. Let's just do it real quick. You know what? I'm catching myself. I don't know why I say cotter when it's cauterized. But, hey, whatever. There we go. Somewhat neat. So, you get your plate, okay? You're going to thread it in through here. It's going to come out here, okay? Sorry. Right there. Perfect, okay? Now, what we got to do is we need to make it come out right from there. So we're going to do our best to thread it in to this hole. There's a hole right here on the side. You're going to want to put it in there best you can. And it's going to take a little fidgeting around, but don't worry. This may take you a minute or two. I may have to break this up a little bit, just so it'll fit the holes. You know what I'm seeing is it's going to be a lot easier if we just take this little pin out, okay? Look at that. See that pin right there? Let's take that out. Just be careful. Don't break it. It's just supposed to slide right on out. Like so. You could actually, let me see, take the little washer out as well. Save it. Whole piece comes right on out, okay? See that hole I was talking to you guys about? So let's see if it'll fit. Just a hair too big. Let's see what we can do about that. All right, let's see if that'll work. Thread it in there real quick. Hopefully, yes sir. There we go. Now you're in, okay? Let's do a quick little knot. Same way we did on the last end, on the other end. Grab it with your needle nose pliers. Make sure you get as close to the end as possible. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect, but close. Close enough. Cauterize it again real quick. Get your lighter on there. See if you can get it to melt on itself. Somewhat. Good enough. Make sure it's nice and tight. Sure it'll fit on there somewhat. There we go. See how it fit on there? Yeah, it's sticking out a little bit, but hopefully it doesn't get in the way of anything. So now what we're going to do is we are going to put it right back on top of this. Make sure that coil doesn't come undone, okay? But we're going to put it right back in there. There you go. Did you hear that? It went right back in its spot, okay? So now you get your washer. Put it back in there best you can. The knot on the string is in the way, but I'm going to push it aside real quick. There you go. Washer's in place. And now we put this pin back in best way we can. So I'm going to look up for that hole in the... And bingo, we are in, okay? See how that works? Exactly. Okay. Now, here is the little tricky part, okay? So, just imagine, let me clear this up real quick. This plate goes back in here, okay? Let's imagine every time you're gonna pull this piece up, we want to see how many loops around in there it's going to take to eat up all the string, if that makes sense. So I had a good idea. Pull this out and let's see, how does it go? Yeah, so we're going to loop 1, 2, whoops, hold it there, 2, 3, 3, and we're going to do a little bit more. And you see how I'm doing it? I'm just making sure that the string doesn't fall out. But you see, pulls it right back, okay? Pulls it right back. That's exactly how you want it. So, keep on doing this. Loop it just, probably gonna take a couple more times to be honest, or 1 or 2 more times. Loop it. And okay, it's hanging just a hair, but not enough to do a full loop, okay? Or maybe, who knows? We'll see. Okay, I'm not holding on to it, but now it's time to put it back onto the saw. Okay? So remember, this piece right here, this top piece, it slides right into the top. Slides right up on in there. And the rest of it all should line itself back up some way, somehow. There we go. And I can see my string is still good in there. Okay, we're looking like we're golden. All right. Screws, yep, screw holes are all lined up. There we go. Now we can put them back into play. All right. Now remember, you got these 3 regular ones and one with the metal insert. Okay. Remember, metal insert goes right there with the safety lever. Grab your field tool. Make sure it has the Torx attachment. My bad. And start going back at it. Now, I'm not entirely sure if it's required a special kind of pattern to tighten it up, but I like to do it. Okay, I'm just setting them in place right now. I'm not tightening. But when it comes to tighten, do your best, crossways or a star pattern, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm just not tightening, just doing that. Okay, remember the one with the insert goes right there in its special spot. You see, fits in perfectly. That's going to hold all that in a special spot. Okay, so now that this is going to be the last one, I'm going to start tightening it with this one. Okay, I'm sure, most likely there's some kind of torque spec to these, but we're out in the sticks right now. We're off grid. We have no power out here, no signal. So I'm just gonna hand tighten it, okay? Not too much, but tighten it up where it'll hold. Okay, let's tighten this bad boy up as well. There. Let's go up here. Right there. Okay, it's on there. Alrighty. It's a little bit of hang to it, but you know what? I'm not worried. I hope that doesn't turn around and bite me one of these days. But let's try it out. Let's see if it works, okay? So, with that, let's get all of our stuff out of the way. If someone's wondering what tools I used, I am not sure what size Torx this is, but it is the universal size for all Stihl equipment. You could get that. It's a regular field tool. I got my other one with a standard screwdriver head on it as well. Couple picks, they're a big help. Some needle nose pliers, big help. My pocket knife, and just a simple lighter. And your paper towels. So now, this is just an old VP two cycle fuel can. It's not VP fuel. We already used that up. Excellent brand, by the way. Quality fuel. I just have 91 octane mixed with Echo Armor Edge or something. I don't know. I forget, but it's the one where it's the color red. All right, that stuff's pretty good. And now you don't need to fill all this up if you're not gonna go straight to work, but as soon as this is done, I gotta go out there and start cutting up some brush. Okay, I'm gonna put some oil here in the reservoir. What kind of oil do you guys like to use? I just got the cheapy Walmart kind, but I noticed it's a lot thinner and not as tacky as the stuff that I usually get. But I was at Walmart, I saw it was cheap. I'm like, yeah, I need some, I'll grab some, and yeah, I don't know. Seems to be doing its job though. Fill the reservoir up best you can without dropping it. Stuff can get messy. Oops. Bingo. Alrighty, let's check this out. Make sure to do this in a pretty well ventilated area. Okay. Again, not really ideal, but for the time being, you know, we are pretty far from town. That's just, you know, we don't have to do it for right now. Possibly later on, we'll do it the right way. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. Go ahead and start it up. It works. It did a very good job. I'm not entirely happy of it being that far out, hanging that much. But you know what? For today, for the next couple of days, it'll work just fine until I get some more time to cut it back just a little bit. Okay? So now you know. I hope this helps. And, you know, for out in the field, it'll do just fine. Okay? Until I could get it done the right way. All right? Again, thanks for watching, and hope it helped.